Any attempt to intimidate and oppress the Nigerian youth should not be condoned by Nigerians, because I see a lot of drama happening, and the whole essence of this drama is to ensure that Nigerian youths are sent back to their shell, and this restlessness that is being built in us, this overbearing consequence of rejection, manipulation, silencing should come to an end. And Nigerians must continue to encourage other Nigerians who are bold enough to demand accountability from our public office holders or from our political actors. Precious Oruche Mama P is not and will not be the first Nigerian or the first person on earth to demand that a politician answer certain questions that do not have answers in the public place. Except you are ignorant, and which of course you can be forgiven. But after this video, you should get to know. Julius Abure, Barrister Julius Abure, who is SY factional chairman of the Labour Party, has a lot of issues in public domain, court cases, public petitions, police petitions, videos and audios describing him or ascribing him to certain criminality in our systems. In fact, it is on record that Julius Abure was the pioneer saboteur or led the saboteur team of the 2023 general elections for Nigerians that wanted to see a fresh breath in our government offices. But of course, Abure continued to work freely. So if you're a Nigerian, away from the spectrum of all of this fear that we have been scared that we are used to say, excuse me, sir, are you happy with the way things are? Are you proud of what is happening? And then his younger brother, who of course is an accomplice and a beneficiary of this level of criminality, is now going to tell the person to shut up. And they now had a confrontation that led to a team of thugs being invited to waylay her at the airport. And somebody said she should keep quiet. And now you're going to use the police to manipulate it while she was carrying assault, evidences of assault all over her. You were begging her to settle the matter there. You see how the kind of politics that we play, because that assault was evident. You could see swollen eye, reddish eye, all of those blood stains, and then you said, "Calm down, let's settle it." Immediately you notice that our healing is coming. She's also very calm. Youth are not going to take to the street. Our demands have been lessened because the lady has also been quiet. She wasn't on social media exposing everything. Then you want to privately and in a sinister police. As I talk to you, if not for God, the eagle's eyes of some of us, and the fact that Mama P herself is also very wise, she would have been sent to jail with a kangaroo petition written by Julius Abure saying that he was assaulted or he was defamed. I don't understand. Except you don't know, which again, like I said, you can be forgiven. But is Abure innocent to be called a criminal? Are there not evidences everywhere? So, calling Abure a criminal, which of course she did not in her own statement. But Abure, I don't know why you are angry that somebody called you a criminal. Of course, she said she did not call you. And there are evidences to that effect. She has videos, evidence to say she didn't call you. The only confrontation she had was with your younger brother, who felt he was too big to be confronted. Omoyele Sowore has been seen on tape confronting politicians and asking, and it is a global standard. People can, I don't know why Nigerian political, Abure is not a government, the president, feels that nobody, a member of your party that is a stakeholder, say, sir, the most I expected from Abure, if you are really smart as it were, you should have said, no, that's not what happened. I want to have a conversation with you, we can talk about it. But your younger brother who knows the only thing that could make him, the reason why he's following you is because he's your thug, took that person and she was assaulted. Now, the victim has now suddenly become the suspect because the Nigerian police force in their own sinister calisthenics has now taken this matter, dribbled it around and want to turn it against her. If we are not careful, Mama P will visit the Edo State Police headquarters one of these days, and then there will be a magistrate court order to remand her. God forbid. And let's make this very clear. We will resist it. We will resist it. If anybody thinks that any process, any procedure, any act is contrary to the laws of the country, go to court and prove it. But the attempt to use the police to create drama, to harp on people's rights and privileges, to say that a big man somewhere will demand that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than another Nigerian. we must all respect the rule of law. If you say you want to, because I would think that Mama P has got cases, but some of us as friends, we have said, okay, let this slide and let's move on. But again, we must want to look back at this whole process to say it's high time Nigerians stood up for their right and begin to demand accountability anywhere. As a Nigerian who lives in the US and Canada, it is within your right to see another person that has contributed. As a Nigerian that lives in the UK, moved around, and I saw many Nigerian politicians come to celebrate their children that are going to school here, having their master's degree graduation and all of that. I am not disappointed that I could not confront many of them to say, you are happy doing this here for your children. You are seeing systems that work. You could send them to have education here. What level of input are you putting in? So I asked Abure, are you not a criminal? So you want to use the Nigerian police force, CP Monday Agbonika, the Edo State Police Command. This is not a warning, but this is a counsel. Let's do the right thing. We are in a dire strait. The point we are in this country now is a very tricky one. If you understand, you'll be careful. Don't allow Julius Abure, the criminal, to put us in problem. Because if this crisis you guys are looking for, if he gets into, if we get there, it will be bad. Let everybody agree to go to court and let the law take its course. Any attempt to silence our voices, to intimidate and oppress us, will be resisted. 100% resisted. And no human on earth will tell us how we want to react. Because I'm with a night being here. You cannot beat a child and stop the child from crying. We will cry. And we'll cry with any available means. Get ready for more.